Once upon a forgotten and far distant prehistoric era, deep in the vast and bottomless and softest, well-hidden swamps of warm, melted pitch, its glimmering oily consistency and indescribably gooeyest mixture so strangely stickier and smoother than any mud. A most captivatingly gorgeous adult female spirit slowly emerges from the rippling and quaking jet black morass, as if she literally became a rather sacred part of the tar pit herself. This is Brea Woman Awakening, in which she is so brilliantly resurrected and well preserved by prehistoric time itself. This is Adganazikoi Pollack speaking, and I'm the official creator of this digital artwork painting original entitled Brea Woman Awakening, in which you can see the whole full-scale picture of this exclusively on DeviantART at adiganpollack.deviantart.com, where I do specialize on a regular basis in making my own digital paintings so unusually fascinating and so uncommonly compelling as well. And there, you can find my other artworks, including Side A of Wall Street, which has a powerful and very beautiful elven woman who is fully destined to restore and successfully thrive the stock market on Wall Street after it is on the brink of a total collapse. And my most recent 2009 digital manga/anime painting original for mature audiences 18 and over only, entitled Cleopatra X Anthony, where the unusually beautiful sea of quicksand there was used to such excellent effect to truly enhance the sheer love, passion, and sacredness, and even character development as well of both Mark Antony and the Egyptian Queen Cleopatra themselves, as they were spending eternity in heavenly Egypt as High King and High Queen, respectively. They were two of the absolute greatest historical figures ever to have existed in human history, by the way. And creating my own original personal take on the two lovers was quite a most challenging undertaking for me to pull off at that time. But right now though, this piece of digital painting entitled Brea Woman Awakening right here was originally made by me on DeviantArt on September 26th. 2008, and my personal sheer inspiration for me creating this very piece of work came originally from such a fascinating discovery in 1914 that was successfully unearthed from the Rancho La Brea Tar Pits in California, USA, in which there were rare skeletal remains of a prehistoric female human called La Brea Woman, a Native American woman from the Chumash tribe who had sadly died there around 9,000 years ago. And such a rather damn amazing find indeed that has been discovered in the sticky, warm, gooey, quicksand-like and jet black melted asphalt pits. In quite fact, actually, she was the only prehistoric woman in existence ever to have been discovered from these La Brea Tar Pits in California indeed. And that makes it so extraordinarily compelling. And that is definitely what is so amazing about it, is because such powerful stories like that just grips you into such sheer awe, wonder, and such truly excellent fascination indeed, in more than one way indeed. A lot more, actually. And that is one of the inspirations of why I've created Brea Woman Awakening indeed. Another inspiration for this very piece of work came from watching a long prehistoric segment from the 1940 Walt Disney animation masterpiece classic Fantasia. And this segment I'm talking about from within the film is a piece called The Rite of Spring, where it showed rather brilliantly the evolution of our world as it was being shaped in prehistory, set to such magnificent, magnificent beauty and music, even with the dinosaurs as well. And from that point, I was like, look, if I create an art design with a beautiful spirit woman that rises slowly out of the oh so pleasantly warm and gooeyest morass of thick, liquefied, melted pitch in a vast and well-hidden prehistoric tar swamps, that would make one hell of a companion piece to this right there. And sure enough, I'd finally done it, where this very artwork of Brea Woman Awakening eventually went on to become one of the best main attractions out of my own artworks and out of all of my own artworks indeed alone that are presented on DeviantART today, to its very distinction and credit as well. And as for that female spirit herself, she is literally made entirely out of the purest and natural melted asphalt of the tar swamps, as she is indeed rising from the extensively vast and bottomless primordial oily ooze. And you know what? Come to think of it now, it plain simply shows an astounding and most strangely fascinating new captivation in that it actually and rather deeply honors the sheer power, beauty, and strength of women everywhere. Even if you are going through such problems like depression, spousal abuse, or worse, and are fighting your way out successfully in order to break free and emerge most victorious too. I mean, that's most genuinely what it looks like. You know that? Wow, what an amazing metaphor right there if you just sit there and think about it long and deep enough. Speaking of which, the way she slowly emerges out of that silkily gooeyest and bottomless tar well represents an amazing, amazing, glorious resurrection of women. And the way she deeply smiles and tilts her head back while she is rising indeed adds such sheer damn elegance to what would otherwise have been a most repulsively unpleasant jet black substance, as one gallery director on DeviantART has quite excellently printed. And, you know, it was such a grand, grand honor at that. Yep! All of that is no less my personal vision from within this whole entire creation of Brea Woman Awakening, where the great and ever mighty spirit of La Brea Woman has successfully been resurrected and immortalized forever and ever in such wildly and undoubtedly most compellingly fascinating history that has ever been told, forever well preserved by prehistoric time itself. My awesome ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have most thoroughly enjoyed my personal insights commentary of how my digital painting piece original of Brea Woman Awakening sprang into such fullest and ever captivating new life, especially, as well as greatly inspires you to such splendid and utterly fascinating history about the La Brea Woman, a grand legend of a find that was discovered in the Brea Tar Pits in 1914 that I have mentioned about clearly earlier in my discussion about it. I can so truly bet that it was all definitely worth your time. And please, do visit the official artworks of Adigan Azekwe Pollock on DeviantART at adiganpollock.deviantart.com. I thank you ever so much for joining me, and I do truly hope to see you there. Bye for now.